Okay, who are we going to start with?
This is position 2, Ms. Hart.
And who's representing Ms. Hart? Ms. Kim? Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Hart. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state court expedited accusation calendar that we are conducting by video to help prevent the spread of the virus. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes.
Thank you. You've been charged in case 22 CR 003019F with one misdemeanor offense. Is there a history, Mr. Howard? Good afternoon.
This is a second arrest, 2019 robbery, false imprisonment. Those were non-prosecutable. It was assault second degree with that arrest. That was a conviction out of Maryland. She's a resident of Indiana.
All right.
Judge, we're gonna need a breakout for this case and the co-defendant, which is number 7, Thames. I don't know if you want to do it now or come back, but it's loaded with material that needs a breakout.
Okay, let's just do it right now so we can, we'll handle, we're gonna handle those two cases together. Courtroom 2, so we will be, let's see, Ms. McCall.
I represent the co-defendant, Your Honor.
Okay, you represent Mr. Thames and.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Kim, you're representing Ms. Hart.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and courtroom 2 is Mr. Thames in that courtroom with you?
Yes, he is, Judge.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And
All right.
I'm sorry, I would need a breakout for position 6 as well.
Position 6, okay. Who's representing Ms. Seaborn?
Hold on, please, Your Honor. 6 is a conflict attorney, Your Honor. All right.
Is this your case, Ms. McLeod? Position 6?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we'll do all those cases while we're in the breakout room. So
Hi, I don't know if it's Miss Grace is still on the line, but if it is, or whoever's controlling the Zoom, can I please be added to the breakout rooms with the judge?
Hi, Mr. Walker. It's Miss Champion. I'll put you in.
Okay. Hey, Miss Champion, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so we've been able to get through three cases, so we appreciate your patience. Ms. Hart, courtroom two, if you will unmute. Ms. Hart, we've had a discussion regarding this charge with your attorney and with the state. It's going to be a $5,000 signature bond through the jail, which means that you'll be able to sign yourself out. You're to stay away from 3833 Princeton Lake Court, and no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond. So, Ms. Hart, I'm going to allow you to get out, but if you don't come back to answer for these charges at your next court date, a warrant is going to be issued and this bond is going to be revoked. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right, very good. Good luck to you, Ms. Hart.
Thank you.
Can we move courtroom two to position to Mr. Thames? Is that possible?
Yes, he's here. Come on, Mr.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Thames. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the State Court Expedited Accusation Calendar that we are doing by video to help prevent the spread of the virus. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. We've also had a discussion on your one misdemeanor charge, Mr. Thames. You will also be receiving a $5,000 signature bond through the jail. You're to stay away from 3833 Princeton Lakes Court, and no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond. So again, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out, but you understand that if you don't show back up for your next hearing, that the bond's going to be a warrant's going to be issued and this bond's going to be withdrawn. You understand?
We'll be here, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Thames.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And do we have Ms. Seaborn in courtroom two?
No.
She's in
It's
South
South
Annex.
Annex.
Okay. So let's see, Ms. Kim, can you go ahead and do your make your phone call that I think that you were requesting, and
Yes, Your Honor.
where do you all want to go next with the jail?
Courtroom two,
Okay, who do we have?
position 4, Roberts.
Good afternoon, Mr. Roberts. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the State Court Expedited Accusation Calendar that we are conducting by video to help prevent the spread of the virus. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Roberts, you've been charged in case 22 CR 003010H with obscured or missing license plate, failure to have license on your person, and expired tag. Hold on one second, Mr. Howard. Ms. Starr, are you all asking for a good bond on this?
Yes, Your Honor, and that's due to an open traffic case with similar charges.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Starr.
Yes, Your Honor. In this case, an officer was traveling southbound on Fulton Industrial Boulevard when the officer observed a vehicle driven by the defendant with a faded Georgia temporary tag that expired in August of 2021. The officer ran the vehicle's tag, which came back with no registration on file. The officer conducted a traffic stop and asked the defendant for his license, to which he stated he did not have on his person. And the defendant gave the officer his name and presented a document out of Cobb County that stated the defendant's registration had been canceled, and the defendant stated he was waiting for a new license plate. So the state's recommendation, there's already a bond for 2 of the charges, counts 1 and 2, for $500 surety. The state is recommending $700, $750 surety. That's $250 on each charge with conditions of no driving without a valid license and a valid license plate. And Your Honor, again, that that surety bond is based on his history. He did receive a citation back in February of this year for suspended registration. So the defendant was on notice about his registration and he continued to drive without one. Nothing further.
Is this your case, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm giving him a signature bond, so it's gonna be a $100 signature bond for each offense. It's a $300 signature bond through the jail. You have any problem with that, Ms. Kim?
Nope. Thank you very
Okay.
much, Your Honor.
Good luck to you, Mr. Roberts.
I'm sorry, what was the total bond?
300, 100 for each count.
No, you got a signature bond, you're good. Next, we have position 8, Mr. Williams.
Y'all gonna put her on?
Good afternoon, Mr. Williams. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the State Court Expedited Accusation Calendar that we are conducting by video to help prevent the spread of the virus. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Williams, you've been charged in case 22 CR 003017A with simple battery family violence. Is there a history, Mr. Howard?
This 10th arrest. Last arrest was 2019, burglary in the first, ag stalking. The burglary was dismissed, ag stalking was reduced. Violation of family violence order, that was a conviction out of Clayton County. 2019, failure to appear for trespass. He got some marijuana convictions in his history. 2013, probation violation for disorderly conduct. He pled no-load to the disorderly conduct in 2012. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Cheney?
Your Honor, state's recommendation, $2,500 surety bond. That would be no contact with victim, a one-day anger awareness class. The address, my understanding from the victim who is on the line is no longer good, so we would not need to stay away from that address. No weapons, no drugs, alcohol, no new violations. Defendant accused victim of cheating on him, a verbal altercation ensued. Defendant grabbed victim by her arms, forced her out of the apartment in front of the two children. The victim states that she is not afraid of the defendant. They are seeking counseling and nothing like this has happened before. The victim states they now have a new address and she would like him to return. This actually occurred on December 26th of last year. The state does ask for no contact and stay away, but we'll leave that to the discretion of the court because the victim is on the line. That is our case, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to request for a signature on bond. He is recommended by pretrial service as well for unsecured judicial relief. They live together. There has been no other incident ever since December 26, 2021. They have 3 children together, 4, 6, 8, and they are actually working to get married very soon. He's got a job, gainfully employed at 2 different jobs to pay for, to support 3 children. And he graduated from high school and he has 1 year of college. We would like to request for a signature on bond.
Okay, and is this Ms. Moody, the alleged victim?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good afternoon, Ms. Moody. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. I'm happy to let you speak if you would like to address the court, but if you would like to do so, I'll need for you to raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can put your hand down, Ms. Moody. What would you like to tell the court?
I just was asking if he could, if it is okay for him not to have the not return order. I would like for him to return because he, like you said, he works 2 jobs and he pays the rent here and we only have 1 car. So it's kind of messed me up, him being in there.
Okay, let's see. Has this happened before?
It has happened before, but it hasn't happened since the 26th.
How often has it happened before?
Just the one incident that he had when he got charged in 2019.
Okay. And are you afraid of him?
No, sir.
How old are your children?
4, 6, and 8.
And does he provide for them?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you'd like him to come back into the household at this point in time?
Yes, sir.
And I heard from counsel that you all are seeking some type of help. What are you doing?
We go to a church and we'll attend counseling there
And how often do you do that?
every week, every Wednesday.
Okay. Anything further, Ms. Moody?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so it's going to be a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial, 1-day anger awareness class, no further violent contact with Ms. Moody. You're to continue counseling weekly through your church, and no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond. So, Mr. Williams, I'm going to give you the opportunity to sign yourself out and to return home. But you're going to have to make sure to return for your next hearing date. Otherwise, a warrant will be put out for your arrest. And of course, there to be no further incidents. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Williams.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is per judge.
Per judge, Ms. Middlebrooks. Who do we have next?
Position 9, Willis.
Good afternoon, Mr. Willis. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the State Court Expedited Accusation Calendar that we are conducting by video to help prevent the spread of the virus. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, good afternoon.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Mr. Willis, you've been charged in case 22 CR 003018E with knowingly driving on a suspended or revoked registration, failure to maintain insurance, failure to have your license on your person, and giving false information to law enforcement. Is there a history, Mr. Howard?
12 total. Last arrest was 2014 probation violation. 2014, 2 counts of simple assault, 2 counts of battery convictions. 2013 probation violation, 2012 probation. 2012 burglary first degree, it was amended to trespass conviction. The 2012 arrest for trespass, it was dismissed. 2009 trespass battery conviction. 2009 simple battery conviction. 08 theft by receiving conviction.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Cheney?
Your Honor, state's recommendation, $2,000 total surety bond, $500 on each charge. No driving until valid license obtained from the Georgia DDS, no weapons, drugs, alcohol, no new violations of Georgia law. Law enforcement did traffic stop because of a cracked windshield, revealed that the defendant had no insurance. He had a license which was suspended out of Florida if they ran his particular fingerprints at the police station, and he gave a false name while he was talking to the officer. The reason for the request for surety would be because of the criminal record, and there was a failure to appear on the GCIC. That's all we have, Your Honor.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Willis is actually 34 years old, and he has lived here in Georgia all his life. Since he's residentially challenged, we would like to recommend social worker services so he can get some housing resources. And he has 2 children, 2 years and 13 years old, and he has siblings here in Georgia and family members. He's not going to run away. He has a job. He's self-employed as a mobile mechanic services company. He provides mechanic services. He's been doing that for the last 4 years, and he also has a GED. And we would like to request for a signature on bond. And yet, if Your Honor is not inclined to give him a signature on bond, we ask for 1,000 maximum surety bond, Your Honor.
All right, it's going to be a $500 signature bond through the jail for each count, which makes it a $2,000 total signature bond through the jail. social worker visit, and no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, Mr. Willis.
Thank you.
You're on mute, courtroom two.
I'm sorry.
Were you saying something? I'm sorry, Mr. Willis. Did you have a question?
Yes,
Mr. Willis, I strongly recommend you not to speak. Please, you have a right to remain silent. Thank you. Your Honor, may I please speak to Ms. Scott Faith for 1 minute?
Okay, and where is she, Ms. Kim?
On the phone right now.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get out of jail today. Like, what?
Who do we have courtroom two?
This is position one, Mr. Braxton, but I believe Ms. Kim, let me make sure. Yeah, Ms. Kim is the one who spoke to him.
Okay, and is Mr. Braxton the last person for courtroom two today?
So then we have Scott Faith, that's position five, but Ms. Kim is on the phone with her now.
Okay, and
Also have position one, Mr. Braxton. So both of them are for Ms. Kim.
okay, while we're waiting on Ms. Kim, can we go to the South Annex and see if I can take someone? Oh, are you back, Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
yes.
So let's go to Mr. Braxton. And this is Mr. Braxton in courtroom two, is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Braxton. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state court expedited accusation calendar that we are conducting by video to help prevent the spread of the virus. Do you agree to have the case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Braxton, you've been charged in case 22 CR 003016G with escape and obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Is there a history, Mr. Howard?
I counted about 14 total. They got 5 holds. History out of Missouri, North Carolina. I'll start with Missouri first. 2021, stealing or shoplifting. Another 2021, it says stealing, charge filed. August 2021, stealing. North Carolina, he got a May 2021, breaking and entering. Misdemeanor child abuse, resisting public officer, injury to real property. Another May arrest, okay, possession of marijuana. 2020 failure to appear for possession of marijuana. 2020 hit and run, that was reckless driving, that was dismissed. Hold on. Last arrest in Georgia was back in June. Theft by receiving out of Alpharetta. May 2021, giving false name. March 2021, 2 counts of forgery in the first. February 2021, forgery in the first, misdemeanor possession of marijuana. January 2021, cruelty in the third, battery, family violence. 2019, misdemeanor possession of marijuana, dismissed. He went to felony earlier. That's it. That's a $5,000 bond on the felony.
What was the felony?
Look like shoplifting. Because what is he in here for? Yeah, it was shoplifting because he only got 3 charges.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Howard. Good afternoon, Mr. Segura.
Good afternoon. This case occurred on May the 13th, 2022 at Grady Hospital at 80 JC Hill Drive, Southeast. In this instance, the defendant slipped his wrist out of his handcuffs while he was in custody at Grady Hospital. And then at that point, he escaped and fled from the officer who was at at that, who is supposed to be in custody of him, and also Sharon Bowen Leonard. At that point, the defendant went down 5 flights of stairs onto Jesse Hill Drive. And later on, the police were able to get the defendant into custody when he was hiding in a parking garage. And so the state, as of now, he has a bond of $1,000 surety. The state, we would like to increase it to $3,000 surety bond with a $1,500 for each count, with the condition of no alcohol, drugs, and weapons. Our recommendations are based on these facts, as well as because we are concerned it has a lot of community ties, as he has history from Missouri from 2021, as well as North Carolina as early as 2020 and 2021. Alongside, even in Georgia, we worry that he might not even be in Fulton County if he's released, as he has 6 outstanding warrants from Calhoun County, Marietta, Decatur, Dallas, Jackson, and Lawrenceville. And also, we're concerned that will not show up in court as if 2 of those outstanding warrants are FTAs. And we also concerned of his lack of ability to actually abide by the law, as in May 14, 2021, he did give false name, and 5 days before these current charges, he was cited in a warrant as also giving false name and date of birth. So we cannot all deeply concerned of his inability to abide by justice, and it seems like he will escape justice when given the chance. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Braxton is 21 years old, and actually he was robbed and got shot. That's why he had to go to Grady Hospital on that incident date. He has more than 50 stitches in his right leg right now. He's got prescription medicine prescribed for him. However, he has not been able to take it at the jail, and he's sitting in the wheelchair. He cannot walk, and he doesn't even know whether he's going to be able to walk ever again. He's very scared about that. His mom is coming to help him out. He has ties to the community, even though he was born in St. Louis, Missouri. This is his place. He has a job at from 2020 as a Charlotte Observer. He's a salesperson. He sells doorbell cameras from here to there. He graduated from high school, and we would like to request for signature on bond so he can take care of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more holes that he has in 6 different counties, Your Honor. Thank you very, very much.
All right, so I'm going to go with the state's recommendation. It's going to be a $1,500 good bond on each charge, $3,000 total good bond, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Good luck to you, Mr. Braxton. Who do we have next?
I'm sorry, position 5, Ms. Scott.
Good afternoon, Ms. Scott. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the State Court Expedited Accusation calendar that we are conducting by video to help prevent the spread of the virus. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Scott, you've been charged in case 22 CR 002933Y with criminal trespass, simple battery, obstruction of a law enforcement officer, and a pedestrian having to walk on a sidewalk. Is there a history, Mr. Howard?
7 total. Last arrest was back in November, failure to appear for obstruction, disorderly conduct, and another obstruction. January 2020 probation violation, 2019 probation, 2019 obstruction, disorderly conduct, 2018 probation, 2018 trespass conviction. Got a 2018, let's see, it's 1, 2 counts of obstruction conviction, trespass conviction. That was out of Douglas County. 2018 terrorist threats, disorderly conduct, trespass, sale of marijuana. The marijuana was non-pros. I'm not sure about the other charges. 2018 obstruction. 2018 simple assault, 2 counts, 1 count obstruction. That's it.
Thank you. Mr. Cheney?
Your Honor, the state would ask for a $3,500 split bond, $3,000 in surety, $500 signature, $1,000 surety on the criminal trespass charge, which stems from the fact that she would not leave the premises of 682 Boulevard Northeast Atlanta, which is a Dunkin' Donuts restaurant, after being told several times by an employee. A $1,000 surety on the simple battery, which stems from her spatting in the face of the employee when he asked her to leave at the drive-through window. Also, a $1,000 surety on the obstruction charge when she saw the law enforcement officer respond. She ran not only from the officer endangering him, but ran through traffic. And this was in the early morning hours of Saturday. Also, a $500 signature bond, no objection to that, a pedestrian in the roadway. No contact with the victim, the employee. His name was Mr. Nahim Turk. First name is Naeem, as in Mary. Last name is Turk. Stay away from this Dunkin' Donuts restaurant at 682 Boulevard Northeast Atlanta. No weapons, no drugs, alcohol, and no new violations. That's all I have on this case, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Scott is 25 years old, and apparently she's been here in 25 years here in Georgia. However, she does not have anybody to help her in terms of family members, or she does not have a job. She didn't graduate from high school, and I am actually recommending her for social worker services, so that way she can get some help with housing resources. She really want to get out of the jail today. However, well, we understand that circumstances of previous history, and yet she's been here in the jail for more than 4 days. I think this is Riverside issues, and I think she deserves to have a signature on bond.
Okay, someone want to speak to that?
My understanding,
Hi,
Your
Ms.
Honor,
Falk, how are you?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. My understanding is this was a medical reset. I can double check with our notes, but that was the information that I was provided from Saturday. So that would not make this Riverside because medical resets do not fall under Riverside.
Okay, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that Ms. Scott was on my calendar yesterday. Is that
Correct.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yes,
okay?
Your Honor.
And Ms.
I may have misspoken. I meant Monday instead of Saturday. Excuse me.
No, I understand, but we addressed, I'm trying to remember that we addressed this case yesterday and we made sure that it wasn't going to be Riverside. Because it was at the request of the attorney to have it reset for today. So given that, I don't think there's a Riverside issue. And given our history, I am going to follow the state's recommendation, which is $1,000 good bond on the first three counts, making on criminal trespass 1,000 good bond, simple battery 1,000 good bond, obstruction 1,000 good bond, and 500 signature bond through the jail for the pedestrian not on a sidewalk. No drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. Stay away from the Dunkin' Donuts at 682 Boulevard, and no further contact with Mr. Turk. We're also going to have social worker services provided to Ms. Scott. And if she does not, if she's not able to get out of custody by the next SAP calendar, we'll readdress the bond at that time if there's something from the social worker.
Yes,
All right, good luck to you, Ms. Scott.
Thank you.
So that was 500 jail with 3,000 good.
Yes, 3,000 good, 1,000 for the first three charges, 500 SOB through the jail for the fourth charge. All right. Do we have anyone else in courtroom 2 this afternoon?
We're completed here, courtroom 2, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good afternoon, okay?
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, who do we have?
Position
ahead.
6, Your Honor.
All right, good afternoon, Ms. Seaborn. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the State Court Expedited Accusation Calendar that we are conducting by video to help prevent the spread of the virus. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Seaborn, you've been charged in case 22 CR 003015D with battery family violence. We have previously had a conversation regarding your case with your attorney and the state. And at this point, it's going to be a $7,500 good bond, no further contact with Ms. Johnson, stay away from the Honeycutt Street address, no drugs, alcohol, weapons while out on bond. We understand that that you're in the process of receiving an order from Newton County that has not come in yet. As such, if you do not make bond, we're rescheduling your case for June 17th state all-purpose calendar, when at that time I will revisit this bond that you're receiving today. Okay?
Judge, is that the 17th or the 7th?
I'm sorry, I have down the 7th.
Yes, you said the 17th just
Oh,
now.
I said
So
17th. I'm sorry. It's going to be the 7th.
It's a signature bond. It's a good bond. But it,
And so, Ms. McLeod, if you wouldn't mind, after court today or at some point, calling Ms. Seaborn and explaining what we spoke about in the
Yes, Your
breakout
Honor.
session so that she fully understands my order, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd be happy to do it now if I could be put in a breakout room.
Would you mind doing it later?
Oh, later will be fine.
Okay, yeah, if you wouldn't mind calling her to later, at a
I
later
can do
date
that, Your Honor.
after court, and
After
I just
court.
want to make sure she understands.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, thank you. Good luck to you, Ms. Seaborn.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I actually just got off the phone with Jasper County as well as Newton. So if you want to readdress her in the breakout, or I can just speak to the reset.
Okay, well, if it's all that if the reset is all we need to speak to, then why don't we just, I don't see the need for a breakout.
Yes.
What's the suggestion, Ms. Sorry?
So, Your Honor, she has already been seen by Jasper on May 7th. So she's addressed that case. And then I've also received the order from Newton County stating that she is to report back within 24 hours of release to receive the ankle monitor and to be placed on house arrest. So the order has been signed and we do have that in our possession.
Okay, so and do you have the order in hand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you able to just read it to the court?
Yes, Your Honor. 1 second.
Your Honor, would it be easier if she were to send that to Ms. Middlebrooks?
Well,
Because I would assume we'd want it on the record too.
right.
A copy of it.
Say it again, Ms. Falk.
I said I was assuming we'd want a copy of it just for our records as well, for the court's records.
Yes, but I'm not in the courtroom with Ms. Middlebrooks today, so that's why I wanted Ms. Sorry to put it on the record so that I would know exactly what had been ordered in Newton County.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because I'm going to make her, or I'm going to order that she abide by the Newton County order, whatever that entails. And I've got some notes as far as what we believe that it was in what it entailed, but I just want to make sure.
Yes, Your Honor. The order was signed on May 6th of this year, and it states, should defendant be picked up to address holds from other counties, it is hereby ordered that upon release from any confinement, the defendant shall report to the Newton County Detention Center. It gives the address. Within 24 hours of release, to be fitted for an ankle monitor and shall continue to be subject to the conditions outlined in the order granting bond filed on May 4th. And there's a list of bond conditions. I can send that to the court, but it does also state that the defendant shall reside with her mother, and it gives that address.
Right. So given all of that, Your Honor, I would like to reassert what I had said earlier, suggesting that she should be given a signature bond, and the order confirms what I had said, that she would be residing with her mother and all that.
Yes, yes, and that's what we were anticipating doing, Ms. McLeod.
Yes, Your
But then the issue came up that we were not sure that Newton County had issued the order. So given that Newton County has already issued the order, it's going to be a $5,000 signature bond through the jail that she reside with her mother. At this point in time, no further contact with Courtney Johnson, and stay away from the Honeycutt Street address. She can go back to that address on one occasion with law enforcement to retrieve any belongings that she may have there. She is to follow the Newton County order, which includes wearing of an ankle monitor and all other conditions of the Newton County order. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond, but she is to take any prescribed medication that she is currently on.
And you said that was through the jail, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. Any
Thank
other
you, Your
questions? So you understand, Ms. Seaborn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're gonna get another hearing date from us. So you've got to make sure that you show back up for that hearing date. Otherwise, they're gonna put a warrant out for you, okay?
Fine.
All right, good luck to you, Ms. Seaborn.
All right, thank you. Okay, next we have position number 3, Your Honor, Ms. Noble.
Your Honor, that was my last case.
Have a good afternoon, Ms. McLeod.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We'll see you next time.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms.
Good afternoon, Ms. Noble. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state court expedited accusation calendar that we are conducting by video to help prevent the spread of the virus. Do you agree to have your case heard by video?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Noble, you've been charged in case 22 CR 0030098H with violating family violence protective order. Is there a history, Mr. Howard?
It's a fourth arrest. Last was November 2020. Violation of oath by a public officer. Obtaining or giving inmate prohibited item. Crossing state county guard lines with drugs, weapons. 2018 simple battery, that was non-pros. 2017 shoplifting, dismissed.
Yes, sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. In this case, officers responded to 5555 Roswell Road in Sandy Springs regarding the defendant being on the property after Fulton County Superior Judge Houston, he issued a family violence protective order on May 9th of this year. That case number is 2022 CV 364384. The defendant was served this protective order to stay away from the residence and the victim, whose name is Jacaria, Jacarria Sanderson. And she did return to the property. To our understanding, she returned stating that she wanted to collect more items, even though she knew she was not allowed on the property. And there is video, we do have video evidence of her being on the property in despite of the protective order. The state's recommendation is a $3,000 surety bond with conditions of no contact with the victim, a stay away, and no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Nothing further.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Nobles is 24 years old and her family lives about 3 hours away from here. And they are roommates and she's working at T-Mobile right next to that apartment. So she she has been working there for about 2 months, and it will take a little bit of time for her to go back and forth from 3 hours away to her work. So she's kind of struggling with where she stays, and yet we would like to request for signature on bond since she has no other histories about the violence or anything like that. And she graduated from high school, and she is also going through college to do criminal justice. Yeah, that's it, Your Honor. If you are not inclined to give her any signature on bond, we would like to request for maximum $1,000 surety bond, and also one-time law enforcement officer escorted visit to 5555 Roswell, because she has a lot of her personal belongings. I mean, almost everything is there.
And Your Honor, we we're still investigating the facts of the underlying protective order. However, the defendant was given an order by the court to stay away from the incident location and from the victim, and she did violate that order. She knew about it and she violated. So we would like the court to take that into consideration. Nothing further.
Sorry, in that order, have you seen the order?
Yes, Your Honor, I have it.
And did it provide for a one-time escort within the protective order?
Yes, Your Honor, it did provide for that. It states respondent is ordered to leave the family residence immediately, and law enforcement is ordered to assist her in returning for the removal. So per the report that we have, she had already removed items from the residence, and then she returned again.
Okay, thank you. All right. It's going to be a $1,000 good bond. No further contact with Ms. Sanderson. Stay away from the 5555 Roswell Road address. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while out on bond. Since the previous order specified that she was to return that one time, she's had that opportunity. All right, good luck to you, Ms. Noble.
That'll be all for annex, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Middlebrooks, whenever you're ready.
Ready, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Position 1 is a $3,000 good bond. Reset SAP May 31st. Position 2 is a $5,000 sign-on bond through the jail. Reset further notice. Position 3 is a $1,000 good bond. Reset SAP May 31st. Position 4 is a $300 sign-on bond through the jail. Reset further notice. Position 5 is a $3,500 split bond. Is a $3,000 good bond and a $500 sign-on bond through the jail. Reset May 31st. Position 6 is a $5,000 sign-on bond through the jail. Reset further notice. Position 7 is a $5,000 sign-on bond through the jail. Reset further notice. Position 8 is a $5,000 sign-on bond through pretrial per judge. Reset further notice. Position 9 is a $2,000 sign-on bond through the jail. Reset further notice.
All right, any questions or concerns? All right, well, thank you all. That's a quick calendar today. We rarely get that. Enjoy your afternoons, okay? We'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Ms. Middlebrooks, I will get those paperwork back to you when I receive it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.